Can you describe to me the Saskatchewan flag from memory?
Oh, it's got wheat sheaves on it. I think it's green and yellow. It's been a while.
There's yellow and green for like split in half, and then there's like wheat, like flowers, things. And yeah, that's about all I know.
Do you know who created the Saskatchewan flag?
No, I don't. No idea.
I just read this the other day, but I don't remember.
I have heard, but no, I don't remember.
Hello, my name is Anthony Drake. I'm here in Saskatchewan because in 1968 I designed the provincial flag.
This is the parade of the century. They're going too fast for us, aren't they?
Would you like to walk with this one? You can take part in this parade.
Anthony Drake was a teacher at the Hodgeville School when he created the design for the Saskatchewan flag. My name is Gail Hopanowitz and I'm the owner of that old school.
What's going on?
Welcome to Hodgeville. Thank you for doing our flag. You got it? Go.
Oh, wow.
It's way bigger than I ever thought this was going to be. It's a good journey. I wanted to make every moment just so special for him, but I feel there's an injustice been done for him because he did a wonderful thing and he did get paid for it and he did, get invited to go to the legislature and see the flag being raised, but he never got the opportunity. It's like his story's not finished, And I didn't want him to have to, this is a legacy, and I think he needs this to be the legacy. Now it's done right, and now if something happens, I think we've completed his life.
That last, after all this time.
Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful.
Where's Mire? And Gail, this is going.
Resided in Hodgeville, Saskatchewan at the time, won the Saskatchewan Flag Design Contest. His design was chosen as the best out of 4,025 entries and is now proudly displayed throughout our province. Mr. Drake, who left Saskatchewan and Canada prior to the adoption of the flag on September 22nd, 1969, has never had the opportunity to see the flag. And will now take a tour of our beautiful province to see the flag he designed over 47 years ago.
It was about Easter time in 1968, a couple of months or so after our daughter was born. I was reading the local paper and they were advertising this competition the government was putting out to design the Saskatchewan flag. And I juggled about with all these different things. Some of the ideas I had were just a no-go, silly really, but to get a design you have to try all sorts of things. And I finished up with 13 different ideas. And along came 1969 and the phone rang in the office, so I picked up the phone and it turned out to be a Swift Current radio station. And he'd found out somehow or another that I'd won the flag, and he told me I'd won the flag. Eventually, the government had arranged, it's not something they could do instantly, it took a few months for them to organise the raising of the flag and have a proper event in Regina. I'd booked the return journey to England in the earlier part of the year, and some friends back home had made inquiries and found us a job each teaching back home. So we were committed to go back and carry on working back home. that is one aspect of the whole story that I really regret, not being able to get to that. I had to write an apology, of course, to the legislature about that, and I don't think they were too happy as to what had happened.
So I'll take you for a tour.
Yeah, very exciting.
Okay, so I'm not going to show you this stuff because we're going to do that later. So let me just show
exciting.
you.
Something
So this,
to look forward to.
I know.
That is the room
I know.
that I got the phone call about winning the flag.
This is our new sign, home of the Saskatchewan Flag Foundation, celebrating the designer Anthony Drake. Isn't that awesome?
That's excellent.
Yeah.
We're so proud of you.
Yeah. I spent many years, since being at college, doing amateur dramatics. And being on a stage, it sort of gives you a thrill. Where's the audience?
Well, I love being up here and looking at it. I think this is nice. If all goes well and the foundation gets really big, then this room will be the home of the Saskatchewan Flag Foundation Inc. office right here. Because I already have the desks set up.
Yes,
I'll get the
yes.
beds out because I won't need those,
That's
But we'll see where the foundation goes, right? We wanted to call it Home of the Saskatchewan Flag Foundation Inc. And that's what we did call it. Hodgeville considers themselves, and they should, Home of the Flag. It's been their tagline for a long time. It's not official, but it's a tagline. And so they call themselves Home of the Flag, and we call ourselves Home of the Saskatchewan Flag, so that it's official and different, right? And so then I submitted it, and sure enough, it became that. And so we're always looking for donations so that we can, I don't know where it's going to go. Flag Day for one, but who knows?
I probably look a little bit different than I did then.
Yeah, I do as well.
I taught French.
Nice meeting you again.
Yeah, Marilyn Peterson. Marilyn Peterson.
Yes,
I taught French.
yes.
We're south of town.
I've got a photograph,
Yeah, right.
staff photograph.
Right.
And
There's a vague resemblance.
a vague resemblance of all of us, yes. Lie it down on the ground there.
What on earth is going on?
So this is my best buddy O'Neill, and he put up our town sign for us. We designed the flag on the sign, and he installed it just to make sure it was ready for today. And they stood there in front of that sign that we redesigned, and they all had their own flags in front of his flag, and he was in and amongst those people. You couldn't even see him, and what a moment. I mean, not just the flag, but Home of the Flag, and the Home of the Flag kids made their own flags. Wow, that's a piece of history. And it happened today. It was awesome. And as a councillor for the village of Hodgeville, again, I would like to thank you for everything you've done for Saskatchewan.
My pleasure.
And certainly for the village of Hodgeville.
Thank you.
So this is ceremonial, key to the city, but it's really key to the home of the Saskatchewan flag, which is our foundation.
Yes, of course.
And so we're going to take these scissors, and you're going to cut the ribbon. You're going to cut it. I'll hold it. You cut it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't know how sharp they are.
Come.
Awesome.
A bit blunt.
Anthony,
Ready?
I'm ready, but we got to get the top on. Hang on, I've got to undo. Hang on.
Ready, go.
Go.
I was in the staff room at the high school in the spring of 1969 when I received a phone call from the radio station in Swift Current to tell me that I'd won the competition to design the provincial flag for Saskatchewan. I was in a daze for a long time afterwards, and I've been wearing the honour and privilege of those moments ever since for 47 years now. Myself and my wife Joan are extremely grateful to Gail and Mirek for igniting the flame to bring the provincial flag into greater prominence and for getting Hodgeville firmly on the map. Our time in Saskatchewan, and particularly Hodgeville, has left us with everlasting fond memories, and a beautiful daughter, Alison, who was born in the old hospital. I thank you all. Anthony Drake, designer, May 5th, 2015. And I thank you, Anthony, for that. I thank you very, very much. We also got a vehicle given to us for 3 or 4 weeks
as long as we need it, from Mainline RV, who are from Rosetown, and Blair Gale arranged that for us. And he asked the president, well, the owner of the company, and the owner thought that was a great thing we should do, and they just lend us this 2015 Denali. A Denali. I'm driving around a Denali around town. They've got the Saskatchewan flag on it, and then their Mainline RV all over it. And I said, that's awesome. Just label that thing up, and we'll just drive around like I'm taking the Queen around. So that's what we drive in our Denali for 3 weeks.
I've been on stage in amateur dramatics for many years, and of course you do get a little of attention, but this, I've never had this experience before. And of course, I never shall again. And it's just unbelievable.
Today's day 4, and we're in Moose Jaw. We've got a lot of great things planned for today. Holding the door.
Morning. We have been here before. Have you? 48 years ago, probably. Oh, well. She's Wonder Woman.
Miraculous.
For many of us, having a good understanding of our history is really important, and to have Mr. Drake come today, raise a flag, and it just shares some of the history of the flag of Saskatchewan. So many of us didn't have a good understanding of where it came from. So now to actually be able to meet the gentleman who designed it for us, it's actually really nice. It's just a nice day.
How many hawks are there altogether?
Yeah, it depends on the day.
Well, you know what? You have a high
University.
status now. You're a diplomat. You can be a professor.
Today, well, it's a magnificent experience to visit the most important Royal Airfield in Canada and see all the hangars, and the view from here is fantastic, watching the Hawks taking off and landing, and brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Or at least speak to him. I didn't even know if he was alive. This happened in 1969.
The flag had been flying for nearly 50 years, and why is it coming back to life? And why is it me that they want? Just because I just happen to have designed it. And I was a bit puzzled, didn't it?
Today we're in Regina, and we're at the legislature right now, and we're on to seeing the Lieutenant Governor at the Government House afterwards.
Mr. Speaker, later this afternoon we're going to convey in a more formal way our gratitude and recognition. But let me say again on behalf of the people of Saskatchewan how pleased we are that they are back in Saskatchewan, how grateful we are to the family for hosting them. And I hope that they know that since 1969, when it first flew in the province of Saskatchewan, our flag still flies and still stands for the hope and opportunity that was present, I'm sure, when they were here in the late 1960s. Mr. Speaker, I want to welcome them on behalf of all members of the Assembly to this Legislative Assembly today.
Yeah. Mr. Drake, on behalf of a very grateful province of Saskatchewan, we want to first of all welcome you back to Saskatchewan. And thank you for the gift of our amazing flag. The best in Canada. I think that's been resolved. Yes. And we have this for you. This flag, this actual flag, flew above the Legislative Assembly, and it's been prepared for you to take back. And if it's difficult at all to get back, we'll make arrangements. We'll make arrangements on this side of the Atlantic to take that back. Let me shake your hand, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That is a treasure of
some pictures.
Isn't it fantastic? Oh, overwhelming's not the word. It's bigger than overwhelming. Oh, I can't believe it. Honestly, I just cannot. You know, I've said this before, but it's almost like a dream. And if I shut my eyes, I don't know. It is really not me.
Could I get you to write a question to Her Majesty?
Yes. Your Majesty, is this landau more comfortable than your regular car?
This is the question I wrote. Oh, good one. When we were coming to the airport.
Could you honor Anthony Drake, the designer of the Saskatchewan flag, because he's from England and designed a flag for your Commonwealth country? What a good question.
yes.
Excellent. Historically, absolutely. But how fortunate it was. I am proud to say that I'm the first Lieutenant Governor in the country to have minted her own coin. And it's a challenge coin.
Oh,
and it has our coat of arms on it.
Yes. Oh, beautiful.
So that's my gift to you.
Thank you very much.
As a memento.
Thank you.
Thank
You know,
you, my
I-
pleasure.
I,
Shall we go have
I
tea?
did all this. I don't have a committee. When I phoned the government house, she said, well, okay, and how many people are in your committee? I went, committee? I said, my husband, who's going blind, and me. Oh, well, how are you getting funded for that? You know, funded? Yeah, out of my own funds, but people have been donating, which is really important, and thank you. But yeah, as of a month ago, you know, yeah, everything was up, and we're still having to pay for our own stuff because it's a lot of gas, and we have to have a hotel room in Saskatoon and Regina, and you know, we got to eat, and you know, so those things, right? But anyway, God will give you what you need. So not what you want, but what you need.
Well, it's just
Look at that.
This is beautiful.
Oh, you did a good job. Well, this is very low key. We're having made out of wood. I'm sure you're going to eat it.
I'm Tony Drake. Very well, thank you.
Oh, it was great.
You're nice as well. But you're.
And when my mom was telling them about them, when I met them, they were so kind, and I wasn't expecting them to be this kind because of the old spots.
Oh, you can make me cry. The smallest we've been on is about a 10 or 12 seater, and otherwise they've all been jetliners. But I don't think we've ever been anything that might do this
The microphone has to be very
more.
close to your mouth.
Thank you very much, Your Worship, and thank you, all of you, on the council. Pleased to meet you. Yes, nice to meet you. Meeting adjourned.
Today we're in Saskatoon, and we're in front of City Hall, and we're meeting up with the mayor, and after that we're going to the Western Development Museum.
We've still got one of our trunks, haven't we? And it's still got a Canadian Pacific label on it, the liner, it was liners we did.
I wanted to meet you today because it's really, really important for me to meet you.
Yes.
And for you
Yes.
to meet
Thank you.
Anthony Drake, who designed the Saskatchewan flag. Did you know that?
Yes.
So he designed that flag, and you also designed a flag. And we're so proud of that. And we want, I have it hanging in a big space in our wall at our school.
Did you?
Big space with information and pictures of you, because
And
we're
did you
so
take a
proud of you.
picture of it?
I did. I have it on my phone. And I'm
Have
going to
you got
say,
it here?
yes, I do. And I'm going to show
That's
it to you.
good.
This flag was designed a long time before you were born, not very long after I was born, 1968. And it was a competition.
Okay, we're gonna get everybody to come dance. Everybody come down on the floor, we'll do something real quick.
It's pride. I heard one boy say it at school today. Oh, I'm so proud to be part of this. I think it's that. I think that's why people are excited. And maybe we need to, there's a lot of crap going on in the world, you know, maybe we need something fun and new and nice. We want to do a festival of some kind to commemorate Anthony Drake designing the Saskatchewan flag. And we want to create the first Western Canada Flag Day. And so that's what my plan is, to do a Flag Day. So what the donations that we get, if they're not totally needed for this part, it's not like I'm putting it in my pocket, because they will be used for Flag Day. This is the first official Saskatchewan Flag Day. And I wonder if the Premier would come out here for the very first Saskatchewan Flag Day. He might.
The emotions are there, and they rise, and when they're particularly strong, you begin to get tears in your eyes, and that's happened 2 or 3 times. It's meant to me as an event that I would have never anticipated, an event that not many other people get the privilege of experiencing, and it means a chunk of my life that is going to be a memory, an absolutely magnificent memory that I shall be taking with me forever.
If you have program ideas that you'd like to see on Max TV Local On Demand, write us at max.local@sasktel.com.